these streets. It's your favorite host, Melissa Williams. I am here with Robert L. Caddy, also known as Coach, aka Trainer Bob. Sometimes he uses a whistle. May I call you Robert?
You may.
All right, Caddy, talk to me. Tell me, I want to know. Okay, so you have this Better organization.
It's true.
Whole Health.
Mhm.
I've seen the videos. I'm part of a Better organization.
You
Love what you do. I want the people to see your heart and know your heart.
Okay.
You okay with them knowing your heart?
No problem.
Okay. So when would you say that you first begin to notice or realize your purpose? Because all of what you're doing clearly is part of your purpose. But when did you realize it's what you need to be doing?
I'm going to say when I realized it. No, that's a process, realization. But recognizing the little pieces of knowing more about myself, which I think is intricate to people, learning more about their purpose. I always say it's very important to know who you are, and I think that's what was a part of that process. Me continuously paying attention to who I am, what I experienced, the things that make me tick, things that make me happy, things that make me sad. So it was really a process. It wasn't really a moment. It was more of a self-development, and the first step was me getting closer to understanding who I am, what I've been through, again, what I've seen, how it made me feel, so that process led up to, a moment, if you will, but the development, is what led me to that. And as far as the Better concept, I started doing that officially. It's been about a year and a half. Okay. But I would say that I've always had a heart to help people, and that's ever since I was a little kid. And far back, that's still what I'm doing here. It's still about helping people, and in the process of helping people, of course, I tell people all the time it has a lot to do with me being true to who I am. That's why it's helping me. For us to help people, we have to do something for ourselves in the process. It's impossible for me to just do it for you without me doing it for me. Because with me doing it for you, I'm actually doing it for me.
Right.
That's called being true to yourself. So first you have to know yourself. You see what I'm saying? So once you know yourself, it makes it easy for you to fall into your purpose. Know thyself. It's one of the oldest rules, one of the oldest commandments. Know thyself. Okay, it lays the foundation for us to move forward in purpose.
Okay, that makes sense. So you said some of the things, figuring out what makes you tick, what makes you sad, what makes you happy. Two things that make you happy.
Things that make me happy is I've always, for some reason, this is one of those things I just can't explain. When I see people achieve, when I see people have a triumphant moment, when I see people overcome, for some reason, I don't know. Honestly, I have no clue what the hell that is. I have no clue why I feel that way in my heart for that moment to see someone overcome or reach a pinnacle. That's something that I don't have the intelligence. I don't have the information
it's just
to explain.
In you.
I mean, one day I'll be able to do it, but as of right now, I just know that's something I've always had. So, like I said, it's a continuous process of self discovery. Okay, so one day I'm going to discover, what that is. I'll have the words to describe it. Okay.
Okay. Paint me a picture of little Robert helping others.
I guess that would be like just kind of looking out for people. Looking out. I always say I grew up in a very large family, a big family. My immediate family was small, but my extended family was humongous. So there's a lot of people. There's a lot of different influences. And being around so many people that you care about, because so many people were taking care of you, I think that's what helped me to develop a lot of that, just looking out for people. Because, as a kid, you don't see a lot of things. All you see is that people are taking care of you, and you see when other people may be in danger, or something that may not be right. So I think that was kind of a training ground, a small training ground for me. That's the type of kid I was when it came to as far as helping people.
So it seems like you naturally have an inkling for motivating people,
Mhm.
encouraging people, and being a protector.
Mm.
Would you say that's accurate?
I think so. I would definitely say naturally, because I mean, as a part of going through that process of self-realization, learning more about ourselves, we come to the understanding that everything we do, it should be a part of a natural process. And that's where I definitely am in my life. Is where everything I do, I won't do nothing unless it has to do with who I am naturally.
I like that.
I mean, when I wake, that's why I always tell people what I do now. It's work, but there's work that's involved. But I wake up and I just do me. That's always been the goal. Get to that point where I wake up and I'm me, and I'm at work, but I'm me. So it's confusing for some people. Like, how do you separate work and this? I just wake up and I'm going to breathe and do what I would do anyway. If I went, because I used to work in the airframe industry, if I went to the airframe industry, I would still have the mind and the heart that I have. I'd just be doing it somewhere else. But now I wake up and I do that all day. That's what I do. Okay? So that's what I mean when we start talking about purpose. We also want to connect it to everything else that we do in life. We want to connect our talents, and of course we want to connect our skills. Okay? So just waking up and breathing. So that's what I try to do, wake up and breathe.
So your day is like breathing.
It's like
Simply
breathing.
put, it's
A
like
great
breathing.
day for me is waking up and being 110% myself.
And blowing the whistle and telling us to hit the muscle.
Man, hit that damn muscle.
I feel like that brings you joy.
I mean, it brings me joy to know that somebody is giving it all they got. And that's not just physically. And that's in a lot of different areas. Of course, that's what Better is about: mind, body, spirit. People's goals, their professions. So I mean, that's a duty that I accept, to be in that position to ask you, have you did the best you can today? Are you working on this today? Have you, so on and so forth. It all goes together. So it's a responsibility that I accept, and it's a natural disposition.
I could tell. Y'all, he will be on your bumper. If you tell him you have a goal or you're working on something, he will not rest until you have done at least one thing you're supposed to do. And once you do that one thing, he's going to be on you about the next thing.
Okay.
Official. Like a ref with the...
I still can't see your other arm.